started today. We are talking about creating your very first reel. And I'm specifically going to have this geared toward Instagram. However, I'm sure you guys are aware that Facebook also does reels as well. And there is a way to post them on Instagram and Facebook at the same time if needed. So, as always, let's go ahead and start with a poll. Have you ever created and posted a reel? Let's go ahead and release this. Waiting on 2 more. Awesome. Okay, so most of us are saying no. However, a few of us have said yes. If you have created a reel, could you please put it in the chat and let me know? I'd be interested in taking a look at your reel on Instagram. Okay, and let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about what are reels, key features, and we're also going to do a demo today as well. I'm going to try and demo with my own account. I might pick on one of you guys to do a demo with me as well as we continue on. To start off with, what are reels? You guys probably have an idea of what they are. However, I'd love to explain it for you if you don't. So they are basically just short videos. They're up to 90 seconds long. They're usually fun, light, entertaining, or educational. A great way to grow your social profile following organically. So instead of advertising a photo or a video, if you post a reel, that's technically a video, then social media, Instagram, Facebook will automatically kind of push that reel out there for other people to see. So it's kind of advertising for you without you paying for it. That's what we like to call organically. So does anyone have any questions on reels before we continue? I want to make sure we have a good foundation before I dive in.
One quick question to differentiate. I get the reels are short, quick, to grab people's attention. But I've also, like at R4, I met with a couple of folks who do like longer, meatier videos. And so what's the difference? And
so the reason reels got big in the first place is because people's attention spans are very short, right? So they want to get as much information or as little information, just a little snippet of things that their brain can handle in a short amount of time. So videos that are longer are normally posted on platforms like YouTube or on somebody's website. Shorter videos are going to be where you want to post on Instagram as reels. That way, people that are just aimlessly scrolling right before they go to bed, you know, when you should be sleeping, you're going to grab their attention like that. So a lot of what reels are just attention grabbing topics or educational things that people want to see within just a minute of their time. Does that kind of answer your question, Bob? Okay, awesome. Anyone have any other questions before we continue?
Hey, I just wanted to say the longer videos, in my opinion, those are more for a targeted approach, meaning that you're targeting certain people. I use a lot of the longer videos on Facebook. My videos are sometimes 7 to 9 minutes, and I'll get a good reaction on them. But those people are actually interested in what I'm talking about, and that's where I mean more of a targeted one.
Yeah, that's, I think, fantastic, Jason. I don't think it's bad to have the longer content. If it's working for you, then absolutely. So, Bob, I don't want to throw you off from the longer content, just FYI.
No, that's perfect. Actually, I just wanted to know the big difference. And you and Jason both. I mean, I get it exactly. That's good.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jason. Okay, so let's talk about some key features of these reels. The first key feature is basically you can combine multiple videos into one video. So you're basically a video editor. Also, you can add audio and music to the video easily. You can add titles and text that show right on the screen, and you can add a voiceover to narrate your video. So I want us to kind of brainstorm what we could probably do in terms of reels. So I want to start here by saying, let's say you have a new listing and you want to do a quick walkthrough. You don't need a fancy videographer to do the walkthrough with you. You can just have your phone with you walking through and you can take a couple of videos. And normally the videos aren't super long. So it's usually of you saying, check out this new listing. And then the video ends, right? That portion of the video ends. Then it's you panned over to the first bedroom, and then you panning over to the second bedroom, panning over to the kitchen, stuff like that. So the videos are normally chopped and they're very short. So it's not you continuously talking and walking through. There are multiple short videos combined into one, and that's ultimately what makes up a reel. Now you can choose to add the voiceover to narrate it. A lot of people like to get pretty silly with this and add their own personal touch to it. But you can also, you don't even have to do a voiceover at all. You can just add the title that has the address of the home, and you can walk through it and just show snippets, is what I like to call it, little short videos or snippets of the home itself. So does anyone have any other ideas of some topics that you would be able to incorporate into Reels besides doing a listing walkthrough?
I got one, Anna.
Go ahead.
Anything to do that's informational for people about home maintenance or what they need to start preparing for to get their homes listed. That doesn't have something at the end where you're saying, and call me afterwards, or you're trying to gain business, just informational.
That is my favorite topic of any sort of video, any sort of marketing. We've changed into, in the marketing realm, it's known that we've been changing into more of an educational based value content. So people have been putting out instructional PDFs or instructional videos, or how do you do this? How do you do this? So you'd be surprised at, you guys are all agents. So you're like, well, people know that they should clean their gutters out twice a year or once a year, whatever that may be. You'd be surprised they don't. So if they have someone that they follow like you, that's saying things that you should do to keep or maintain your home, then they're like, okay, what do I need to be doing that I'm not doing now? That is the clickbait, and that's educational. And you guys have all that education. You just don't even think about it, but those are quick, easy, simple ideas that you can use.
I think it would be helpful, like in a tourist town like Asheville, even to do small reels about, say, an upcoming event, just anything to sort of catch people's attention. Hey, maybe we should check that out, or that to let people know that this town does offer these cultural events and things. Yeah,
that's great as well. So kind of like a check this out, come see what's going on here. That's also good as well. Great clickbait. Chris said new businesses. Okay, so restaurants, any new business out there as well. That's really good too. Something that people might not be aware of. That's eye-catchy. Anyone else?
I would recommend making the reel about the topic as opposed to about yourself. We have some agents that when they're doing it, they'll take their phone and they'll walk around like this with them in the picture, as opposed to the subjects in the picture, because the subject's what's the reel's about, not necessarily you. You're just planting seeds. You're not trying to become a movie star.
Yeah, that's a great point, Martin. I think that we don't realize our face does not have to be on screen the whole entire time. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. So I want to walk us through actually making a reel. Creating a reel is so hard if you don't even know the steps to get there, because you'll keep telling yourself, I don't know how to do it. It's too much. So I'm just going to not do it. Right? How many of us do that all the time? Right? I have no idea where to start, so I'm just not going to start. Yeah, it's honestly very easy once you start doing it. The more you start doing it, the more comfortable you're going to feel. And that's really what I want you guys to get past, is the comfortability of doing it. Once you get past that, you can tackle the whole consistency thing afterward. Main point of this is I just want to get you guys comfortable. So I want everyone to open up their phones and open up the Instagram app and just kind of walk through this with me. So please, I'm going to go slow. I'm going to walk you through this, and then I'll also share my screen as well later on to get you going. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I want you on the very bottom of your screen, there's going to be those icons. It's the plus icon that has a square around it. You're going to click that. Then once you do that, you have a few options. It's going to look like it pulls your camera up. I want you to switch over to the option that says reel on the bottom right. Following along still? Okay, now this part is the most important part. You're already set up to create your reel. So what you can do from here is either start recording or you can add a video from your camera roll. Now, for the purposes of this, you guys can play around with recording. However, when you do this in the future, it is going to be 10 times easier for you to record videos on your camera app first and then upload them into here. It's going to look way more professional. If you start recording through here, you might get a little bit frustrated. So let's say you're walking through a house. I'm just going to continue on with that example. And you want to show people your new listing. What I would do with my phone is turn the camera on. You guys can stay on this screen, so stay here with me. And I would start taking short videos of the bedroom, of the kitchen, just showing people things. And it's going to be very short videos. I'm probably not going to have them be longer than 5 seconds long. Okay. Depending on how big the room is, maybe 10 seconds long. So later on in the day, when I actually have time as a real estate agent, before I go to bed, whatever it is, I'm going to say, okay, I have all the content I need. So I'm already set up. Now I can go to Instagram, follow these steps, and upload those videos so it looks great. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, awesome. From here, the way to upload a video that's already in your camera roll, obviously you guys can see this on screen. You're just going to click the bottom left to upload a video. If you have a video right now in your camera roll, I recommend doing this now. So go ahead and click that button and try to upload any video it may be. I'm going to turn mine on, that way you guys can see my screen as well. Following my instructions before, I'm going to click the bottom. Okay, make sure you're in reel mode first. Let's go ahead and pull up a video that I have. Okay, there we go. So your screen should look something like this. You'll have the bottom where it shows the length of the video. From here, I can take my finger on the end of this little interval thing and chop it up just a little bit because I don't want it to be super long, right? Let's put it right when he gets like that. And then you're going to click the add button on the top right. So on the bottom of this screen right here, you'll see the circle. You'll see that it shows a little pink line around that circle. Do you guys see that? Okay. That is the video that I have already added. So I'm going to try to fill all this circle up and add the rest of my videos that I need. What I'm going to do now is add another one. I'm going to click on the bottom again and add another video. This little guy's going to get famous. Okay, good. I drag my fingers around to make sure it stops at a certain point, and then I'm going to click add on the top right again. You're going to continue doing this until you have all of the videos that you want. And you see how small that circle is, how short that video was that I just added, and it's already basically filling out the entire circle. That's because your videos have to be super short. Once you're done with this, has everyone tried this so far? Everyone has a video in there. Is that a yes, Martin? I can't tell.
I don't know. I got some color, I got some open, I got a circle. It's all good.
Okay. All right. Anyways, once you're done adding everything, you're going to obviously click just that next button. First step is adding all of your videos in there, right? Then we're going to go into editing mode. It's going to show you everything that you just added. If you want to go back, you can click edit clips on the bottom left. On the top of my screen here, it has a little music symbol. I don't know what that symbol is actually called. If anybody knows what it's called, please let me know. So on the top, I'm going to click that, and you can search through music that you want. Now, I will say that the way that Instagram Reels work is that there are trending songs that you can use. And if you use those songs, it'll help boost the amount of people that see your stuff. But for the purposes of this, we're just going to use any song. Thunderstruck is always my go-to. So I'm going to play that. And if I like it, I'm going to click it.
Hey, Anna, real quick.
Yeah.
The video I uploaded was actually at a beach and there's rolling waves crashing around. And I realized I had already a little bit of, is it possible to mute that narration and do something else over it?
Yes. And that's possible within this edit section that I'm at. So absolutely, if you want. Once you add audio, again, same thing on the bottom. If I touch this, I can drag which part of the song I want. Normally, when you pick a song, it's going to automatically put you either at the chorus or a good part of the song for you. So that part's easy. So once I'm done, I'm just going to click done. And I don't know if you guys can hear the audio on your end, but it's playing on mine. Then everything that you can edit is at the top there. So you'll see the little a and lowercase a as well. So I'll click that and I can just start typing. So if this was a home, realistically, I would say something like new listing. I would spell everything right. And then I might put the address right here. Now, you don't have to put your name on this. You don't have to put your phone number on this. If people are interested in learning more, they're going to click on your profile with us, and all of that information, your phone number, all that stuff is already in your profile anyways, or at least it should be. So once you're ready to go here, if you still want to edit and mute yourself, you can click edit clips on the bottom left. That'll give you the option to mute. If you want to save what you've already done and you're like, ooh, this is a lot more than I thought, but let me save my progress now, you can click on the little download symbol there, save your video that you already added. Once you're done, you'll click next on the bottom, and then you have all the options to go from here. You can add the location where it's at. So if you have a new listing, you can add either that address if it pulls up, or if it's in Charlotte, you can add Charlotte. If you're highlighting a business, chances are they have a business Instagram. You're going to want to tag them. You're going to want to add their location, because chances are if you do that, they'll end up posting it on their end as well for you. So you'll get more of an audience as well. You can caption right up here. And you can also edit the cover. And editing the cover is what's going to show on your profile all the time. So for this one, where it says new listing 1234 Mark Street, let's say I just wanted to change this cover, and I'm going to choose it from my camera roll to this photo. This is just random. I'll click done. This is going to be the photo that shows on my profile. It's good to add a cover because it makes your profile look more, I guess, inclusive. So once you're done, you'll go ahead and click share. I'm not going to share this video myself, but does anyone have any questions right now before I continue on? I know that was kind of a lot.
And for the cover, should I take a picture, like a still picture for the cover?
Exactly. Yep.
So take a couple quick little videos, bedroom, kitchen, whatever, backyard, then do a still shot of something for my cover.
Yes. A better example of this, honestly, is Karush's page. He does a great job. If you scroll down, you can see that whatever topic he is talking about is what he has his cover photo showing. So in this video, in the middle right here, he talks about a great market for professional agents. That is the topic of his video. That's going to be clickbait to people to click on that particular one. And then he goes into talking about the market. I've recommended this before to you guys because I am a fan of it and I've done it myself. If you follow people that you're like, wow, they post great content, all this stuff, use them as a way to teach yourself. in the marketing world, you steal things from people all the time. You can steal your hashtags from people. If it works for them, chances are it's going to work for you. So I recommend doing that. Find somebody that you want to follow, that you think their content looks great, and kind of make it your own based on their content as well. And does anyone have any questions? Because we've had some great questions so far.
I'm just curious if anybody else has anyone that they already follow that they really like.
Super nice person also, and she's very she shares all, but she does a ton of stuff and is a really good example on how to really dig deep into marketing yourself. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has.
I went to
created a
her
great
thing.
brand.
It was awesome.
Martin, it was awesome. I mean, like,
Yeah.
she's just so great.
As you guys look for other people to follow and pull ideas from them, notice how they have created a brand for themselves. Now, when you go over to what Cindy had showed us, Sue Pinky, hers is clearly based on education and her brand is pink. It's professional, all of that. So you know her because she's pink. That's it. So they have created a great brand for themselves. So keep that in mind. That's something that does not happen the first few times you post. So I want you to think about that before you really get into it and start to think, okay, what do I want my brand to be per se?
Anna, if we start creating a few little videos before I post them to the public that you might be willing to critique for us or for me.
I will say if you download the video and then send it to me, I can critique it for sure. Let's move on here. So we brainstormed some ideas of when you can use Reels, some topics that you guys can use. The first one is new listings, give a market update, 4 tips for buyers, mistakes to avoid. You guys would be surprised. Some of the things that you guys think are so simple as agents are things that not the average person knows. And it could be so simple, I promise. Interior inspirations. I mean, it's endless. You could do polls, just sold photos, anything. And to end today's session, I'm going to go ahead and do a poll as always. I'm going to try using Reels. A lot of you guys are saying yes, that's great.
Hey, Anna.
Yeah.
I just got a quick question. When you're looking at these reels and you see one that's got like a learn more button at the bottom, is that coming from Instagram or is that coming from maybe a Facebook ad post?
Okay, so Jason is talking about these advertisements that you see either on Instagram or Facebook. So see the bottom where it says get quote with the arrow next to it. You guys see that? This is an advertisement. This is something that people put money through. So if you click get quote, it'll take you to whatever page they want it to take you to. But you know it's an advertisement because it has that little arrow at the bottom. It has a clickbait button. Looking at my screen, I have a business account as well. And on the bottom of my post, it says boost post. And that's where you can start advertising. And this is just through Instagram. So I just want to walk you through what that looks like. Your goal, it'll ask you, do you want more profile visits, more website visits, or more messages? If you want more website visits, you can click that. It'll show you what your website it's going to take them to. Select a goal and you can edit what that button says. So learn more, shop now. So if you post a video about a listing, you can have the option that says contact us or whatever it may be. If you're trying to post an educational video, you can have one that says learn more that leads to somewhere else. And this website that it pulled in for me is the one that I have linked within my profile within my bio on my page. You guys can see that right there at the top. You can click next. It'll let you define your audience. So you can create your own, and that's where you can choose your locations. Let's say a lot of people are moving here from California. You can choose to advertise this specifically in California. It'll show you how many people it might reach at the top there, 19.9 million estimated audience size. If that's what you want to go for, you'll click done. If you want to advertise more locally, you can also click the local option as well, and it'll show you on the map and you can choose your radius. It'll make you name this, so I'll just say test and then click done. It'll also let you choose age and gender on Instagram. I know that Facebook is a little picky with that. So you can see this one says men and women ages 18 plus around our current office that I'm located in. And then you'll just click next. You'll choose your budget. Obviously, you'll slide more. The more money you put in, the more people it's going to reach. You can set the duration for how long it's going to go, and you'll see it changes the amount that you're going to spend in total. Okay, and then you'll click next, and this is where it's going to review, and that's where you can pay. It'll show you a summary, and then you'll boost your post from there. Glad we walked through that. Okay, I have one last poll. Does anyone else have any more questions before I release this poll and before we finish up today? No? Awesome. Was today's session helpful? Hope you guys had fun today. I know we went way over time, but that's okay. Looks like we had some fun, right? I'm going to end this. And as always, some resources for you at the end. But other than that, if you guys are all good, please reach out to me if you have any questions. Reach out to Jason if you have any questions. He's such a pro with this stuff too. Other than that, you guys have a great Wednesday, and I will see you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank
Very
you.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.